There was 2 or 3 things that were critical in my decision on the machine as far as the machine goes. One was the mechanical drive.
What about it?
I like the idea of mechanical drive, and where I'd listened to other people talk about it, and just in my own mind, I felt like it would be a better horsepower to ground machine than the wheel motor driven machines that I'm familiar with. And as it turns out, I believe it is. I've had good performance out of this machine.
It was very surprising. I ran the 2 Hagies, which were 4-wheel drive hydrostats, and I would have to say that this 2-wheel machine will go everywhere that the 4-wheel drives will. I can't really explain how it does it, but I have been in both, and it seems like they fight each other on the 4-wheel drive. I don't know if that's possible, but it does feel like it pulls down, where this rear-wheel drive, I've cut 2-foot deep ruts.
You know, I like the mechanical drive. I think that's a plus. A guy that owned part ownership and I no reflection on John Deere because I know they have a good machine, but he owned part ownership in a John Deere dealership, and he came down here one time, and again, like I'm saying, this soil, when it's soft, it's soft. And I was out there spraying with those duals, and he almost had a fit. He said, we can't do this. He had a John Deere sprayer, he couldn't spray, and I was just going, you know.
Well, I had sort of heard about Apache, and I liked the idea of the 2-wheel drive without the hydraulic motors. The Walker I had, one of the hydraulic motors went out of it, and it cost me $2,800 to get it fixed and back going again. It was, I'd say a week. Time I got the motor off, took it to Omaha, they had to redo the whole motor, and the guy told me, he said, you'll probably have trouble with your others because when one goes, it puts filings into the whole system, and then you never know what's going to happen.
It's a crapshoot as far as, is your motor good or is it not? We had one that had been rebuilt, and it ran 1 season, and it went out, and I was in the middle of transferring from one field to another, and when it locked up, and it was the new $9,000 motor that we'd put on. And that, I guess, probably what put us over the top as far as being done with hydrostat drive.
With my 3150, which had smaller motors, I'd had downtime, significant expense on the repairs of it. The hydrostat motors, very expensive, and that's why I like the mechanical drive. It eliminates, to me, a risk of a big downtime and expensive downtime with wheel motors, and I felt like it would at least free my mind from that worry of that problem, from being down during a critical part of the season.